This is my vinyl haul. Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. So today I am trying something completely different. It's an experiment, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to go through the vinyl that I picked up both at Amoeba and for Record Store Day. Now, I already showed in my Friday night video albums that were new. I only picked up 3. Okay, but now I'm going to show you some of the used records that I bought. And I actually spent a lot more money this month on vinyl than I normally do. So let's go ahead and go through some of them. Now the first one I have to show is a Mahler record from Deutsche Grammophon. I love these art covers. And I actually picked up 2 from Mahler on this label. So we're going to hear, hopefully I won't mix up the snippets, but we're going to hear a snippet from both. I have the Windham Hill Sampler 86. Now, Square the Circle is trying to get the entire catalog, and he just posted a video where he's at 51%. So I'm along for this journey. I also know that Chris Profi really likes the Windham Hill label. So I'm grabbing Windham Hill. I've got about 5 or 7 in my collection, but now I'm also along for the journey. Now, obviously, Chris Profi or Square the Circle, if I pick up an album that either of you don't have in your catalog, then please let me know. I am more than happy to give it to you, right? I'm just along for the ride, and if I can help you, I'm very happy to do so. Now, the record store that I went to, Amoeba Records, had about 12 Windham Hill records, but some of them were beat up or had, slightly bent corners. I only picked up the ones that were in excellent condition. We have Miss Tony Arden, and wow, what a find. This album is beautiful. Now, I picked it up for the cover. Obviously, look at that. That is gorgeous. From the when I heard her voice and what she does with it, she's great. Now, she can do so much with her voice within a line or within the song. She also has some songs in Italian. Ooh, I highly recommend this if you ever find it. Next, we have the second Mahler that I picked up, and of course, I grabbed this one for the cover. This one was brand new, but only $4, and the reason that it was in shrink wrap, but there was a little bit of a bend on the corner, and so $4 for this gorgeous album. And this album is excellent. If you know Paul Robeson, he's known for singing Old Man River. He's got that really deep voice. And this is a concert at Carnegie Hall. And there are so many highlights on this album. This album is great. And he also does spoken word throughout the concert, which was really interesting. Next is William Ackerman, Childhood and Memory. Like all the Windham Hill records I picked up today, they're gorgeous. But with Windham Hill, you know what you're going to get, right? It is new age, and it's almost always instrumental, but wow, are they gorgeous. The third and final Windham Hill that I picked up was the early recordings of George Winston, Ballads and Blues, 1972, piano solos. Now, I don't normally like piano solo, but maybe I do, because I really got into this one. I thought it would, since it was early works, that it wouldn't be very sophisticated, but I was wrong. These songs are really fun. Okay, we're coming to the first stinker that I bought. Actually, it's kind of the only stinker I bought. Now, I bought this solely for the cover, the Letterman. I have a bunch of their albums. And so when I played it, it's like hearing a really bad soundtrack to a 60s TV show or movie. It just... I mean, it's not horrible, and I don't mind listening to it, but it's definitely on the extremely cheesy side. Well, look at that cover. This was an interesting one. I bought it for the cover, and the cover is this gorgeous gatefold, and it was $1.99. And when I looked inside, one of the key players is Paul Winter. So if you know anything about New Age music, I mean, Paul Winter's all over that scene. And you can totally tell as soon as it starts playing, it sounds like a Paul Winter record. So this is called The Winter Consort, and it was recorded live in concert over 3 or 4 different venues. The next album I also picked up solely for the cover, so this is Manfred Mann's Earth Band. And this is from 1979. Now, when I first put it on, I didn't look at the year, and I thought that this would be squarely in the 80s. It totally sounds like an 80s album. And, you know, you see the cover, it's a very Escher-esque cover. Very beautiful in my opinion. But when I started listening to side 1, I was not digging it at all. I listened to it a couple times, then I turned it over, and then something clicked. I really liked side 2. I listened to side 2 a bunch of times, so I'm definitely going to go back and listen to side 1 again. And of course, Manfred Mann's Earth Band is known for that huge hit, Blinded by the Light, written by Bruce Springsteen. Now, my penultimate pickup was $15, and I was very hesitant to buy this one. But I believe it's a reissue. It's 180 gram, and it was, like I said, $15. So a lot of you just got a whole bunch of albums, you know, from Walmart, and they were all $15 new. And so I was kind of comparing that. This one, so for $15, I was kind of getting a new album that was used because it's a reissue, and it's in gorgeous condition, and I really wanted it for the cover art. Even the inside gatefold is kind of a letdown. It's 4 concert photos. I would have preferred more of this beautiful Roger Dean art. And anyways, I started listening to this one, and I didn't put any clips, right? Because, you know, everybody out there probably knows or has heard Yes before. But man, some of this just sounds like prog soup to me. So I really need to listen to this a lot more. The final album I picked up was Willie Nelson. So I also didn't include any clips because these are his greatest hits. Most people know a bunch of his songs. And this was $10 for a greatest hits. It's a double album. But I really loved the painted cover on this. And it does extend to the back. So I really liked this, but the inside gatefold is pretty funny. It gets a full size, just Willie Nelson's body. I could have done without that, but it is kind of funny. So there you have it. This is my vinyl haul for the week up to and including Record Store Day. I hope you've enjoyed this new style that I'm trying out. And again, I thank you for all the comments and the support.